Welcome, folks, and No Bones About It with special guests Ray the Teflon Don and Joe from Cigar Clowns. Oh, let me bring Joe in real quick, man. Hold on a second. Add the stream. Where's his picture at? He's nowhere to be found, man.
He's coming.
Yeah,
He's coming.
I'm here. What's going on, guys? How are you?
When'd you make it back from Orlando or Miami?
I got back. I was Orlando. I got back yesterday. Took the Tesla back, and took me a long time to drive back, man.
Oh, you drove a Tesla down there?
I did. Bad mistake. Never do it again.
I had that discussion with a girl at work yesterday. She goes, "Why do you drive that truck?" I got a Ford F-150. I said because it's comfortable, and I can go 600 miles if I don't want to stop. Well, I like to stop. I said, "Yeah, you get what?" She told me she gets 180 miles to chart. I'm like,
yeah, like real world driving. I was getting like 200 and change on I-95, and I was doing 90. And in the cold weather, I was getting less than that when I first left. It was a long drive down.
what sucks even more is you got that drive going back.
Oh, I hate it. It was miserable. First of all, when I left Orlando, it was in like the 90s. Came back here, it's freezing. You know.
We were just talking about that. I woke up this morning. I went to work. I call my daughter every morning on the way home, on the way to work. Caitlin, what's going on? She goes, "Oh, it's a little cold today." What's that? It's like 4 degrees, 2 degrees. I'm like, you don't want me to tell you what it is here at 10 after 7. It was like 74 degrees already. I'm like, the pool's going to be open in the next couple of weeks. I'll be smoking out on the deck. We got the yard all done. Right now I'm sitting in the garage with the garage door. It's a little windy, but she don't let me smoke in the house. Not that I would, but as I told Ray, I'm smoking the last of my Spaldings.
Captain Spaulding. I'm smoking an AVB right now.
Oh, look at you. Great minds think alike. You see that?
How you doing? I love this cigar.
Which one is that?
The AVB.
It's the AVB.
Oh, so it's the Halloween release.
That was the last one before the Scaramouche, right? Or am I off one?
No, you're off one.
No, this is before the festivals.
The festivals, correct.
I lose track. I don't get the emails. I don't get the emails or the messages from Facebook. I'm on Facebook with you guys, but I don't get notified when they come out. I didn't even know about the Scaramouche until I saw the post from Boston Jimmy.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why that is. Yeah, I am.
You gotta check your notifications and make sure you're seeing everything.
Oh, I got some idiot trying to sign on from freaking Russia or some shit like that. I don't know what that is. They got nothing else to do, but they're over there fighting. They got to sign on to some little show in Biloxi, Mississippi.
Larry, what do you
mean little show? I heard you had a big audience.
Are you live, or are you putting it up after the live's over?
It's live. It goes. Not being the tech person I am, I got to go into YouTube Live and I set up Twitch and Twitch Live and Facebook on the 5.5 Legs show, but I'm trying to set up and get my own. No, I do have. That is my own Facebook. No, I got to set up my own Facebook page. I got all this cigar shit on my personal page. It's just there's too much shit going on. I got to get out of that. I got to get out of this crap. But
I'm
looking to retire
on our Facebook page.
Yeah, I'm looking. I got to go back and look because that happened once before when I wasn't getting somebody's stuff. And even though you're part of the page, you got to hit the notifications thing again sometime down the road for whatever reason. And
are we able to share this on our Facebook page, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I don't see him live anywhere, either on the Facebook or on YouTube or anything.
I'm on. It should be on the 5.5 Legs Virtual Cigar Lounge, not on the No Bones About It. I don't have my own Facebook page yet, but it's on YouTube. It should be. Why is it
Yeah, I'm
not
on the
broadcast?
Cigar Enthusiast. It's not on YouTube. Stop
Oh
broadcasting.
yeah, you're on YouTube. Yeah,
On YouTube.
It's on Cigar Enthusiast.
yes, yeah. That's who I'm doing the show through right now
Yeah,
until I
let's
get
see.
everything set up. He takes care of the StreamYards. That's the expensive part. That's like $250 a year, man.
Hmm.
But it allows you to bring on up to 6 guests. It's a great piece of. I'm surprised you guys don't do your own show, man.
Well, Handsome and Handsome show might be starting soon. Cause I'm handsome, he's handsome,
Mm.
and we got lots to talk about.
That's all. That's all. This is. That's all this. This is all I ever wanted this to be, was just like I do with the guys on Tuesdays. More of a, it started off more of a bitch gripe thing. No bones about it. Just blah blah blah. But I talk about a little bit of everything. Is it a totally 100% cigar show? No, not by any means. I like to sit around and just BS with people from home and whatnot. But
What's up,
there's
Marty?
a lot of people from home leaving New York and skedaddling down to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why.
Yeah, well, I went to a cigar shop in Tootensville or Titans,ville or Tootensville,
Titusville.
something like that.
Titusville, Florida.
With Boston Jimmy. It was one of the best lounge experience I've ever had.
Really?
It was a party in there, man. You had yuppies, you had blue collar, you had bikers. There was a 50-50 ratio of men to women smoking. It was there was a bar in there. These guys are doing a great job. It was called the Leaf of Titans,ville or Tootensville.
Oh, that's fairly new. That just opened up a couple weeks ago, didn't it? I think.
I think maybe about a year ago.
There's a ton of shops in Florida. It's just,
yeah.
I went to see my sister for Thanksgiving in Ocala, and that's where Roz Cigar Emporium is at, and they're this headquarters for Cigars for Warriors. And I got to go there. I went down actually to Orlando for the night, but I couldn't get out because I had the wife and daughter with me. And she's like, "You can't leave. You haven't seen your daughter in 6 months. You can't go out." I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, I see her every day. I talk to her every day, but that, I got to do the good dad thing. But Ray, as a matter of fact, has opened up a cigar lounge down there in a motorcycle repair shop. I heard that. That's a difference. But how did you? Let me ask. How did you guys? You guys put out something like every couple months, every 2-3 months, 3 months at the max, right? How the hell do you come up with so many? How do you come up with so many different blends?
So I'll start the conversation. Is we've been getting a lot of different blends made for us, and we've been going through them and testing them, and we've had a lot of stuff in the hopper for a while, right, Ray? So when we pick a stick, I think Ray's frozen.
I think we lost Ray.
Yeah.
He's there.
There he is. We've had a lot of stuff in the hopper, and getting this stuff from Nicaragua to America has been the delay, I would think, right, Ray? Because we would probably get stuff out faster.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How does that the drunken corner? Okay, I don't know.
Hey, he's good.
That's Frank.
Welcome, Kurt.
What's going
So if you're getting blends that somebody else already has and just going through them and picking which ones you like the best, do you tweak them at all?
We do tweak them. We have been tweaking them lately. We send things back and ask for different tweaks in it here and there, and it's been working. We've been looking for particular sticks.
You're sold out. Everything you bring something out, it sells out within 24 hours usually.
With website crashes, right?
Yeah, right. I saw that.
I don't know if Ray's working or not. Yeah,
that's a good thing, isn't it?
You see me?
I see you just stuck. I see you waiting now.
Yeah, no, I was trying to find the live to put up on the Facebook page. I just can't find it.
No, he was looking like I felt last night after I ate a half a brownie or a whole brownie. Oh, I
Yeah, we.
can't do that again.
So have you seen any of our process? We stream it live now. Taste Test Tuesday, which we get a different blend every week, and we go through it.
Taste Test Tuesday.
Yeah, so every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock.
Eight,
have our
eight,
meeting.
8 Eastern?
Yeah, 8 Eastern. Yep.
Yeah.
It's streamed on our Facebook. I think it goes to our YouTube. Raise it on our Instagram as well, sir.
No,
It's on
just
our
YouTube.
Instagram.
YouTube,
Just
and then
YouTube?
we edit, we share it to the Facebook page.
Do you break down the cigar at all? I mean, like cut it open and go over it and all that,
No,
or you just smoke them? And,
We haven't cut any open. Actually, I think we did cut one open that we figured out was short filler. You know, somebody tried sneaking one through us.
Oh, yeah, we might have done that one.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we go through all the different tasting notes and what we're getting, what we're not getting, what we like, what we don't like, and then we vote on the stick.
I gotta say something real quick. My daughter just signed on. I'm gonna tell her, Caitlin, these are true New Yorkers. That Jersey Shore shit is fake. Don't even.
Love that Jersey Shore. Come on, love that show.
I used to sit and watch it with her every week just because I'd have to tell her, no, that doesn't happen. I mean,
Yeah, it's a train wreck. You got to watch it.
yeah. So how'd you come up with the Scaramucci? Because that is your first Perfecto, isn't it? What made you change? I like the Perfecto. It's a nice short lunch smoke.
Dude, we are looking for all types of different cigars. We're on the journey to find the perfect stick. So on the journey, we're doing different violetas, all different sizes, everything. We've been looking for a Lancero for 2 years, right?
2 years, yes.
We're looking for 2 years, looking for a Lancero. We finally got a Lancero. That was up to the clowns. And that was the purple that we just dropped, the Clown Cero, the purple band that we just dropped exclusively at OGT in California. We crashed his website, and after his website came back, he sold out in 6 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna write that down then. All right.
Nah,
See, I gotta definitely go in and check that Facebook page because I'm not getting the stuff, and that pisses me off because I missed the last 3 cigars.
You have to send me a DM. We'll see what we can do for you.
Actually, I was going to ask you what would it take or cost to get a clown sampler pack, one of each.
your firstborn child.
There's some guys.
Ray, she's expensive, man. I'm telling you, she's online. She's not cheap. She's living it up in Nebraska though. But I'm a Lancero fan too. I got to try that because I gave one of Kerr's Lanceros to a friend of mine that does a show with me, Bobby Mav, on Tuesdays, and he smoked. He's like, I said, dude, you got to slow down, man. You can't smoke that like you smoke a regular cigar. You're gonna burn it. It's not gonna taste right. You just got to do nice and slow and enjoy them, man. I think it changes. I personally think the blend. You can have Lancero, you can have Robusto. I think the Lancero smokes completely different, tastes completely different than the Robusto.
Absolutely.
And we had this discussion last night. Some folks are saying, well, the box press. I think the box press tastes different than Robusto too, but they're trying to tell me there's less tobacco in a box press than there is in a Robusto, and I was like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Fact. That could be true in some cases because they don't fill the cigars as much before they put them in the press, and when they press them down, it tightens up in the box press. So it depends on the blender.
Okay, I can buy that. I always thought they just took the Robusto and stuck it in a square press, but I guess it would split the wrapper then. They got to leave room for. Okay.
Oh, I just ashed all over myself. Hold on 1 second.
No.
I've been doing that all day today.
That is why I don't wear good shit to the cigar shop anymore. I burned too many holes in too many good shirts.
That's
Way
why I only wear my cigar clowns clothes now when I'm smoking.
well, that's it. I got a favorite hoodie I wear, and I burn a hole in it, and I'll just if I burn another hole, I'm good. You know, because they tend to keep the shop a little cold. But we're moving. We're currently at 2420 Government Street. I don't know the new address. I know where the new building is at, though. It's going to be a standalone. They're redoing all the ventilation in there. The humidor is twice as big. So we're going to have Coast Guard's going to have a new home in about 6 weeks.
That's great.
So we're looking forward to that. What do you guys? What's up next for you guys? I just don't know how you can come up with so many and sell out. How many do you make of each run? Depends.
The quantities definitely depend. You know, some are over 15,000, some are less than 15,000, some are less than 10,000. You know, the quantities all over the place. If it's a really good stick and really limited edition, like the Scaramouche, we'll take it on a low run. So if it's that good.
All right, I'm a Cigar Clowns fan, but I'm not a clown fan because I fucking hate clowns for some reason. I don't know why. I just hate them. But where'd you come up with the name Scaramouche? I don't know if it's a clown. I don't know. I never heard of it.
Right, you want to take that one? I don't know if there's
Yeah.
issues.
No, I'm
Ray's out in the
messing with
bubble in the
camera, so
backyard,
I'm
man. He's
sorry.
having
It's pissing
he's
me off
having
the way it's
Wi-Fi
so-
problems.
Yeah, Ray's having Wi-Fi problems. So
We're good. I'm here.
this
Good.
I hear you now. You're frozen, but I hear you.
There you go. That's better.
Good.
We can hear you, but you're freezing up.
All right.
You're going back and forth between freezing.
Whatever. Wi-Fi. What are you gonna do? Anyway, as long as you can hear me. But yeah. So actually, the idea of the Scaramouche I'm about. I'm a big Howard Stern fan, and I was
All right,
driving home one night listening to Howard. It was one of his old shows. Is when he was off. It was during the winter time. He was off during like winter break and stuff, and he was talking about Queen. And he was breaking down, Queen, and and I'm in agreement with Howard that Freddie Mercury is probably the best lyricist of all time. And they started breaking down their songs, and they started getting into the other songs. As far as that's my opinion. I'm not saying it's anybody else's.
Absolutely.
I'm saying it's my opinion.
Opinions
But
like assholes.
anyway,
Everybody has one
so-
of things.
Right. They were talking about it, and Howard started to dive into their songs, and he got to the Bohemian Rhapsody. And he was breaking down the song as you're going through it, as being operatic and stuff like that, and they're probably their biggest hit and stuff like that. And he was they got to the part of the verse right before they get to rock out when they were talking about Scaramouche. Scaramouche, can you do the fandango? So he asked Robin. He goes, "Do you know what Scaramouche is?" And she's like, "No." He says Scaramouche was a clown from the Italian theater in Europe. The name Scaramouche actually means little skirmisher, which kind of fit perfectly for the name of the figurado because it's small, little skirmisher. So the light bulb went off when I was driving. Right away, I got on the phone with Joe, then Murphy, then Bart, then Nikki, then Danny. I'm like, yo, Scaramouche, clowns, huge name, Scaramouche. I didn't even know that about Scaramouche being that first.
I didn't have a clue, man. I think that's pretty cool.
I did my research, and we came up with the concept. We all loved it. And then, it was perfect for the figurado because, again, little skirmisher. So that came out with
Oh, I like that label. I like that.
And that's the Scaramouche. That's
We were
the
trying to get people in the group to sing some Queen, do the fandango, but didn't get too many of them to do it for us.
Well, let's go back to the greatest lyricist of all time.
vocals.
Vocals?
Yes, I misspoke. Vocals.
Okay, vocals. That's a different story. He'd be in my top 5 for sure, but I don't know about my number 1.
Okay. Who's your number 1 vocal?
I would think Steve Perry's in my top 5.
Okay.
You might not think this, but I think Jim Morrison's up there.
Okay. I respect that.
probably Robert Plant. There's quite a few, but I mean, he's in the top 5 for sure. The guy can sing. He ugly as sin, Freddie Mercury, but he can sing like there's no tomorrow.
So who's your number one?
Oh man, I'm gonna be. I don't know if I.
Put you on the spot, Barry. Who's your number one?
If I really had to put a number one up there, I'd probably say Prince.
Okay.
But you know, I was listening to rock before you. How old are you?
Just turned 39 in January.
Oh shit. I'm old enough to probably be both your dads. So I got turned on. I see. I like the older music. I can't remember the dude. Dio's got great vocals. I can't remember the dude from Deep Purple. It just Ron not Hal. Judas Priest. I'm a classic rock guy. I like classic rock. I walk in the bathroom, sir, Alexa, play classic rock. Boom. Go to Southern rock. Danny Joe Brown from Molly Hatchet had a great voice. But what's his name
Evans
too?
is the original lead singer for Deep Purple.
Who's that?
Rod Evans.
Yes. We saw him. We actually saw a concert. My friends and I, the other assholes, we went. I won tickets from the radio station. We went. I can't remember the opening band, but it reminded me a lot of Greta Van Fleet. But it was Deep Purple and Judas Priest in concert in a small Coliseum.
Okay.
What a great show! But the lead singer from Judas Priest, he still had it, but they had the monitor set on the ground, kind of like on angles, and you could see him looking down and trying to read the lyrics all the time. On the older songs, the newer songs, he had in. But so what's? I know you're not going to give up the name by any means, but what's in works for the next one? You got it already picked out.
Well, no, we're actually currently doing something really special that we kind of came up with the concept with towards the middle to end of last year, and we did some deep thought on it, and we were putting it together, slowly and surely with the idea. So we came up with a concept called the Three Ring Circus, and what the Three Ring Circus incorporates is our little bit of a give back to the local brick and mortars that are big supporters of ours, and who've believed in the brand and what we're bringing to the table as far as a boutique craft brand. So what we did is we came up with 3 sticks. We found 3 sticks. One of them being a Lancero, which we gladly and kindly named the Clown Zero. Credit to Mark, by the way, who came up with that name. And we released it only exclusively to shops. We didn't do anything with Pravada. We didn't do anything through us. All these 3 cigars that are coming out, one of them was released last week. The other one's going to be released on March 12th at Cigar Caravan. They have their own special call. We did 3 special cigars just for the shop to, kind of give back to the shop and kind of, let them, take the sales and let them put it out and kind of drive traffic to those local brick and mortars.
Nice.
Just to say, the special cigars, the first one was this Lancero that was toothy and just an unbelievable cigar. The second cigar is a really, I don't know if I want to call it like really craft or really unique. So we went with a really, I don't know what's the right word for it because the size is so different. It's I lost Ray. Ray, I think you're there by audio. But the size is a 3.5 by 50. 3.5 by 54.
3.5 by 54.
Yeah. It's a real short stick. That's gonna give you the whole smoking experience. Am I still here?
Yeah, I'm flying a little bit. There we go.
There we go. Yeah, so it's gonna give you the whole smoking experience in a really short stick. There he is, right. Well, when we got this cigar, and we were just like, this is so different. We had to put it into the 3 Ring Circus.
I like that idea. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's really crafty, really boutique. I'm not sure of the right word for it, but it's really it's about the journey that we're taking. You know, with finding these unique, unique sticks, unique blends, and bringing them to market for everybody to try. Because
Now,
this
what
is
is
not a cigar you would pick up when you went to a shop. You know, you'd pass over a cigar looking like this. But when
why
you
is that?
smoke it, you understand why. Well, when you go to a shop and you're spending a couple of dollars, you don't want to go for a really small cigar, right?
Yeah, that's why
You got to
I
be
don't.
there.
I got some friends that really like the Arturo Fuente.
Short story.
Yeah, I mean it's a
I
good
love that
smoke,
cigar.
but I just have a hard time paying $10, $12 for something that small.
I understand. I understand.
But
I'm a Papa Fritas guy too. You
oh,
know,
I
I
love the pop. I love the pop. Oh,
me too. And I'm a guy who I need a quick smoke when I'm at work or when I'm going to a wedding or something. I need to step out for a half an hour. I want that short stick, but I want a full smoking experience.
but you know what I do? You know
And
what I do when I go to weddings and stuff like that? I'll
hmm
take my little travel humidor. I'll take a regular size cigar. I'll light it up, and if, for the most part, folks won't screw with it.
hmm
You know, you put it on the ledge or something, and
shelf.
they just leave it there. And I mean, that's the chance you take nowadays. With God knows what somebody can do to it, but it's a pretty ethical lifestyle. I think. You know,
Yeah, I
you
agree.
I we won't. If I see somebody's cigar on the ledge, I'm not gonna fuck with it.
No, we won't fuck with it. Somebody might throw it out, or the staff might come by. But it's just the part of the journey, and to get something special that's unique, like that. That's what it's about. It's like almost like a freak show stick.
Well, the last time I had you guys on, I don't think I asked how there's six of you guys, right?
Yes, there's six partners. Yes, sir.
How do you guys all come? How do you guys all meet up at a shop or just work or?
Uh, so I go back a long time with Nikki, and I go back many years with Ray. But I go back 35 years with Nikki, and I think Ray, you go back how many years with Nikki? 30
About
years,
27.
about
Wow,
27. So I met Ray through Nikki. I don't know, 15 years ago. About 15 years ago, I'd say.
Yeah, maybe more than that. I
Maybe
would say
more than
between
that.
15 and 20 to be safe.
Yeah, about 15 and 20 years. We're smoking cigars and hanging out. And I met Bart many years ago through Nikki as well. And I met Danny through Ray and Murphy through Ray. So it's been like just a friendship of love of the leaf.
that's great. I love that because um, we had we're working on one, the ash holes. We hopefully maybe in the next 6 months we might have one out,
That's
but
great.
we're not out for selling it. We don't
For the
make a
club,
ton of
right?
money. We don't make a ton of money doing either show by any means.
hmm
Um,
hmm
we don't have we got the LLC, but we don't have, the retail sales license and the wholesale license yet. So we're not really apt to wanting to make a ton of money. I mean, we love to make money. I mean, money is a good thing, but
hmm
we do it more for, just like you said, just for the love of smoking and hanging with our friends, man. That's
Correct.
how we came up with the whole virtual cigar lounge thing. What we wanted to do, and Kerr Fajante kind of dropped in. Well, why don't you call it something? The first, the cigar lounge was like, okay. And then Kevin the Cigar Pop couldn't find it on YouTube, so they came up with, why don't you guys change the name? And we're like, oh, I don't know, what are we gonna do, man? I don't know. Mitch, if we change it, we change it now. We got to just change everything. And somebody said, he said, why don't you call it the 5.5 Legs Virtual Cigar Lounge? I was like, oh, I don't know, man. I got to talk to Mav about that because Mav literally has one leg. He lost one in a motorcycle accident. So we're like, Mav, do you mind? What do you think of the 5.5 Legs Virtual Cigar Lounge? And he just started laughing. He thought it was great. All right, there you go, man. We'll do it. The little logo we have has him with one little leg on there, and
Right. Yeah, it all starts with a concept at the end of the day,
oh,
right? Like
absolutely.
even
You
with
know,
us. So the whole concept with us is myself and Nikki used to work in the catering business together years ago when we were kids. And we kind of lost touch for a couple of years after we kind of went on our own way, doing our own thing. He got a real job, I got a real job, and you know, I was just getting into cigars. I had smoked my first cigar with my grandfather, which was a Monte Cristo #2. Was the first cigar I ever smoked with him. So that's an experience
nice.
that I hold on to. Still to this day, it was a blessing for me to share that with him. I didn't really have a close relationship with my grandfather, but through cigars, it kind of built on something from there. I was really close to my grandfather, and he was a big, Padermo, Connecticut guy. He was a Connecticut guy through and through. He liked his Connecticut's, he liked his Monte Cristos, he liked his Ashtons, he loved his Ashton. So every time I would go to a cigar shop when I was starting out, I'd pick up something for him, and then I would dabble in a couple of things. So I started in the 60 ring gauges. I was smoking, oh my God, what was it? Don Diego's when I first started smoking cigars. And I found the Consigliere by CAO, which I
That's
love.
that's a good smoke.
Yeah, man, which they don't make anymore. I mean, they kind of rebranded it, but it's not the same as it was back in the day. I was smoking Baccarat. I didn't know what the hell I was smoking. Then I got into the acid thing, and I was smoking acids for a while. So when me and Nick kind of reconnected, a couple of years later on, he was, cigars all day. So he kind of introduced me into the premium end. So the first premium cigar I ever smoked was an Undercrown by Drew Estate,
Ooh,
and
that's a
I've been
good
a
one.
fan ever since. And I'm a
That's a
huge fan
good.
of Drew Estate.
That
So,
Undercrown #10 is a great smoke.
oh my God, it's phenomenal. I think it's better than the original, in my
And
opinion.
we went to a Drew Estates event. The first premium cigar I ever smoked was a Cuba Cuba on a golf
Okay.
course. I like it. I'll still smoke it. I smoke the occasional Tabacco Especial with a cup of coffee, but yeah, I bought it. We went to a Drew Estates event at the Cigar Shop. That's the actual name of it in Biloxi. And if you all know the one of the reps for Drew Estates, kind of good to look at,
Well,
they had a special. They had the Liga 9, I think it was, or something else. One of the new leaguers came out, and you had to buy. You got for every 5 cigars you bought, you got the right to buy one of the new ones that just came out.
right.
It's probably the
So I was like,
H99 or the.
all right, there's like 50 cigars in the little Papa Frida box. So I had to buy a box of Papa Fritas. I go to the register at $485. I was like, how much? I was like, damn. But it's a great smell. I still have them. I still have some in my humidor to this day. I just like them. I turn my
I
daughter
lost
on.
my sounds. What's going
She
on?
smokes them. She smokes them when I send them
I
to
don't
her.
hear anything.
You don't hear me?
I
hear you.
Yeah.
You must have
Ray's
Verizon.
having technical difficulties.
That's not hard for a New Yorker,
Hmm.
We all work.
Well,
We all work. Now, all you guys work full-time jobs.
Yeah, we all got full-time jobs in different industries. Ray is, we're all blue collar guys. I have, Nikki and Bart work for the city. I have a monument company. I do cemetery monuments. Ray's in the construction business. He does like gas lines, and so does Murphy. Danny's an elevator mechanic. So we're all blue collar guys, just that enjoy a lot of cigars.
Well, that's a great variety of backgrounds to bring into the cigar industry. I mean, everybody has their own little niche. Now, you guys ever, you guys, you guys ever argue over a blend or have differences?
I would say I'm not sure if Ray's connected or not, but I would say
Yeah, he's kind of moving.
we have disagreements, but at the end of the day, there's 6 of us, so the majority rules.
Absolutely.
There are definitely sticks that are not my palate that became to be cigar clowns, and I love them. Now I love them, and I know why. There's definitely sticks that aren't Ray's palate that became clown sticks. There's definitely cigars that weren't Nikki's palate or Danny's, and Each stick is special on its own.
Yeah, I'm not. I smoke Connecticut's, but the next one I have up line is when I get to the shop. I actually got to go to. You get a kick out of this. I'm going to smoke this when I leave here. That's a Karenberger, Connecticut. Got a 92,
Nice.
but before I get into my story though, that Scaramouche got a 96 from Stogie Press. That's pretty freaking impressive. He's hard to please.
That's humbling.
That's a
Ray, you there? I can't hear Ray.
now. Are you guys ever get upset the fact that I've never seen a clown make my best, anybody's list for 2021 or 20, you know what I mean, when they come out with their
Well,
yearly, but that's all
20
that's all subject to.
That's all subject. Well, 2021 we had a very good year. We were in we had 2 sticks I think on Lemax top 15, right? Right, Ray? 2 sticks on Lemax. We had a stick on
Just
Boston
one.
Jimmy's. Just one. We had a couple of sticks on Dan 505s.
How about have you ever made it into like Cigar Journal or anything like that? I've never seen anything, unless I just missed that
No.
issue.
Mm-mm.
No, we haven't hit the mainstream yet. We're still underground. We're still crawling away. We don't advertise.
No, you don't have
So
to.
we don't have any of those advertising dollars to go towards the reviewers.
Now I'm looking to hopefully. I always said I wouldn't go back to New York until De Blasio and Cuomo are gone, and they're gone. So,
Mhm.
Now it's time.
Now
yeah,
it's time.
I'm still not fans with the new guys, and that
Neither are we.
that female this female governor now, right? I'm not
Yeah,
too
Kathy.
Hockle.
I'm not too thrilled with her, but yeah, we tend to, and it's great. You got 6 people. We got 3 people. One works in the cigar shop all day. The other 2, we're both government workers, so we're working on and off. I really do like what's going. The only thing I got out of COVID was, like I said earlier, was a humidor from Joe. Thank you, Joe. It's the only thing I can thank him for. But I bitch and gripe at him every time I fill my truck up. It's killing me, man. But
We all work for COVID. We work every day.
yeah,
And
me
that's
too. I didn't.
how the business kind of came along. We'd come home and we'd smoke cigars at night on a herp. And that's how we really wanted to. That's when we were reviewing cigars, and we wanted to start sharing some different cigars. We had a couple of connections, and that's how the business came about.
That's great. Have you ever thought about having a weekly herf with the cigar?
We do on Tuesdays, Tuesday nights.
Yeah,
Taste Test Tuesday.
We do the Taste Test Tuesday. Yeah.
Oh, so you bring on whoever on? You do it through Zoom then?
So we do it
We're
through
doing it
Zoom.
through
We
Zoom.
stream it through YouTube. We have a panel. Boston Jimmy is now a part of that panel. We're blessed to have him. Danny from 505 Cigar Review is a part of that panel. He's on Instagram and YouTube. Joe from Evil Empire is a part of that panel. All of us as a collective, as a group of the Cigar Clowns entity is in it. We have a couple of the roadies who've been following us since day one, who are local and big fans of ours. We just added Saran, who's another big fan of ours who wanted to join the panel, and we're starting to look to expand and bringing more people in to experience what we do behind the scenes as a group, and kind of opening up the behind the scenes look for the Cigar Clowns and how we go about the process of testing blends and
How long do you guys stay online?
till we're done.
About an hour and a half. Yeah, hour and a half,
Okay,
2
'cause-
hours.
Because we do our show at 6:30 Central, which is a half hour before you guys.
Right.
So I can sign on. I'll sign on tomorrow after our show
Sound good.
and see what it's like. I already I got other shit too. Now this is just all off the wall shit. Joe, did you get to see Guy down in the Great Smoke?
I did not go to the Great Smoke. I was with the family in Orlando, so I did not
Oh,
have
okay.
the opportunity. I would have loved to went, but I didn't get the opportunity.
Yeah, there's too much shit going on. I think you guys would do great up at the BCA in Indiana in August.
Mm. What's that? The BCA.
The Boutique Cigar Association, they have what they call Smoke at the Creek. Josh
Oh,
Dalla,
okay.
who owns Cedar Creek Cigars, puts his land up. He's got a restaurant. He's got a bar. They got a winery, a distillery, a cigar factory, or not cigar factory, but a cigar shop there. They sell all that stuff and some other stuff. And my friend, I didn't get to go last year because I don't know what the hell I came down with. Cellulitis or something like that on my leg. And I was sitting here on a Wednesday night before we were going to get up and go on Thursday morning. I was just like, I don't know if I should go. So I called Kathy and said, I wasn't sure what it was. Was it COVID or anything? So I said, I'm not going to, I don't want to ruin your thing up there. So I'm not going. And that night I ended up going to the hospital for a week. So I missed that one, but I already got my ticket and my room reserved for this year. I'm driving up. I'm going up. I'm not missing it this year. But I would have went to a barn smoker, but the one they used to have in Louisiana, they wasn't on the list this year. But if you guys ever go to one of those,
we've gone to the Pennsylvania one. All the ones at the Pennsylvania ones they've done in PA, we've gone to. I think we're doing Connecticut this year. Some of us are doing Connecticut out of all of us.
I think the Pennsylvania's already sold out.
Yeah, probably.
What I will tell you
is the Clowns will be invading Florida in November. We will be down in Florida for Pravadacon this year.
Yeah.
Where's that? Where in Florida is that at?
Orlando.
It's going to be in Orlando.
We'll be down there for Pravadacon this year, the first annual.
Any time around Thanksgiving by any chance?
November 5th.
It's going to be
November 5th. That's only about a 7.5 hour drive from here. That's not a. I can say I'm going to go visit. I'll go visit my sister for a while and then take that hour drive over to Orlando.
There you go. Come down, man. It's going to be a good time.
I'm looking forward. I'd like to meet you guys. I know I'll definitely meet you when I get to New York. I got to work on that.
You know we're going to want the red carpet for you when you come up here.
100%.
I appreciate that, man. I don't want to keep you guys on any longer. Unless you want to talk to this. Like I said, I got a ton of bullshit.
Go for it, man.
I got a few more minutes.
What do you think about and I don't know why he did this, but Sean McVay was offered $100 million by Amazon to announce football, be an announcer for Amazon, and he turned it down.
Why would you do it?
He wants to. He had mentioned about retiring after the Super Bowl, but for $100 million, I wouldn't retire either. But I would have taken. I would have taken the $100 million.
I would take another coaching job somewhere else and try to build another franchise, kind of like a Parcells type of thing, before I would consider going and broadcasting.
We never
way too much talent.
We never should have got rid of him, man.
Yeah, we didn't get rid of him. He wanted to go.
Yeah, I know, but we should have done whatever we could have to keep him.
Hey, listen,
$100 million is serious money.
It's serious money, but you know what, man? The guy's got so much. Listen, if he decided to do it for like a year or two or a couple of years to make money, then come back to coaching, cool. But I think the guy's hot in the pan, man. He's one of the hottest coaches in the league right now.
He's a great dude. He was a head coach at the age of 30.
Right.
How is that possible? Somebody gave him the shot, and he took off with it. He's got a great team.
Right.
I was really sad to see Odell get hurt in the first half. That kind of, but always was an Odell fan. He just brought so many problems.
Somebody wants to offer me $10 million to do Sunday football. No problem. I'll take the job. I have $10 million. That's a steep discount. Discount to what they were offering the other guy. You know what I mean? $10 million. I'll take it.
As far as Odell is concerned, man, kind of being biased as a Giants fan and how he acted like a child while he was here and all this diva bullshit. I got to give the guy a lot of credit, man, because he did a lot of growing up, man. Going from the Browns to where he's at now, I had a lot of dislike for him for what he was doing. He was turned into one of the premier divas in the league, like a lot of these receivers do. But he got his act together. He did some growing up, man, and now he's got a Super Bowl ring. So you know what? Kudos to him, man.
The guy's good. You can't deny it.
Absolutely.
No, we have this discussion all the time. Cigar shop. There's one guy in there that's just a diehard. Brady's the best ever, and I'm like,
it's a hard argument. Right.
Yeah,
he's the most decorated quarterback ever. Is he the best quarterback ever? Not talent wise, I don't think, but
who are you going to put up against him?
talent wise, if they were on the team he had, Montana.
Montana, yeah, I'll give you Montana, but I don't know.
Montana had
I
great
think
teams
Brady
too.
outshines. Yeah,
Actually, what's his name from L.A. Stafford.
Honest, man. I don't think there's a valid argument, man. You can't take anything away as far as decorated or not, man. As far as talent, the longevity just speaks for itself. It's kind of like a Jerry Rice type.
That is true. Then we throw one day. I did some research. I did some research and I said, all right, I'll go with you. He's the most decorated quarterback ever. But guess what? Before the Super Bowl era started with Super Bowl one, Otto Graham had 11 championships before Brady even started playing football. That's way back.
Listen, you could throw a lot of names out there, man. You could throw a lot.
It's two different types of football back then compared to now.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go either way.
Right.
Brady also said, and I have a hard time believing this, he said he essentially lived on water, avocados, and supplements his whole football career. How's that possible?
he is a vegan.
Oh,
I mean,
that's true.
Getting the fats from the avocado, all you want to put in your body's water. I understand that, and I mean the supplements. Who knows what fucking supplements he was taking? I'm sure they were.
I wish I could do that. I'd be 40 pounds lighter too.
Yeah.
I'm 6'2".
The guy thinks so fast. The way he can scroll from his first look to his fifth receiver, and get the ball out in under 3 seconds is unbelievable. I might lose that argument. I probably would lose that argument. Not most likely, but most. Yeah. But this place I was supposed to go to a game tonight at 6:00. We got a coach that came into the shop, started smoking. He's coaching the Mississippi Coast NGCCC men's basketball team, and he's from New York. He's born and raised. He played ball with Chris Mullin.
Okay.
Oh.
And
fun fact, he went to my high school, Chris Mullin.
Yeah, his name is Tim Ryan. And
so here's a fact. Chris Mullin's brother in high school was better than Chris Mullin.
Really? Because this coach he told me a story the other night. He was 2 years older than Mullin, played with Mullin's brother. And somebody said, you got to go watch this. You got to go watch Mullin's younger brother play. This kid is unbelievable. And I always liked him. We used to go to St. John's games, and because I lived on Long Island, so I did stupid things back then. But I got another one.
His brother was my gym teacher. Tough son of a bitch.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's a small world, man. People don't realize the cigar world. People pop up. Yeah, I know him. Yeah, I used to hang out with him. That type of stuff. It's just, and if you got a problem in a cigar lounge, it's going to get solved. Either somebody that you're smoking with can fix it, or they know somebody that can take care of your problem.
Right.
See, what people that don't smoke cigars don't understand is the social aspect of the cigar lounge, and that's where the cigar clowns. We are guys that love to go to different lounges, and I say it all the time. One of my favorite things to do is to go to a lounge, a shop I've never been to, and go raid their humidor.
Oh, absolutely.
And I am the guy who gets on the floor looking for shit that fell behind a stand and looking for that box that has dust on it, that's been sitting there. Nobody knows what the hell it is, and I'm that guy. I love to go hunting. It's like hunting. What can you find?
I agree with you 100%. There's a cigar shop around. It's more of a smoke shop. It's like a liquor beer place, and they got a nice size humidor in there. And one day I'm looking, and I was like you, I'm on hands and knees. I'm pulling boxes out, and I was like, ooh, there's a box of Cornelius and Anthony's that they don't make anymore. And I was just like, I walked up with the whole box, and she's like, you want all of it? Well, it was maybe like 3/4 of a box. She goes, you want them all? I said, yes. I'll take every single freaking one. And I still have some of those left. But I'm a firm believer. If you find a good cigar, I bought some plain brown labels from Amazon. I'll take one when I get it, I'll label it when I get it, and I'll just throw it in the back of the drawer. It's gone. I'll smoke the rest. They're that good. I haven't had a bad clown yet. And I'm not just saying it because you guys are on the show, but I haven't had a bad cigar yet. I
appreciate that.
You smoke them down to itty bitty little.
Sure.
Well, that Captain Spaulding is real special because as a Connecticut, it doesn't smoke like a Connecticut.
No.
Let's be honest. I mean, that thing smokes like a full. I'd put it against some Habanos, some Maduros. It got full flavor on it. It has a full spice.
All these different blends you have. What does that do? How's the FDA going to hit you guys, or does that fall under the factory that it already belongs to?
Those fall under the factory.
Oh, that's a win-win. That's a win-win for you guys. Because that's what we're doing. We're picking a blend that they already have. We're going something like you, but I mean not on that level. But we'll go our first one, and we're going to go with that. And it's more for giveaways, to give away the folks than to sell. But what would it take? What would it take
guys,
to get you?
Jump off for a second.
That's fine. What would it take to get you guys in the shop on the next release?
All you got to do is hook us up with the shop, man. Whatever you want to do. We'll get have a conversation. We can have a Zoom call. However you guys want to work it out, man. We would love to.
They'll both be in tomorrow. I'll talk to them tomorrow. When's the next one coming out? Was it a couple months?
So we're doing the 3-ring right now. That's running us through probably the end of March. It looks like, and then we have a little small side project that we're doing. Probably I would say early spring.
Okay, I'll let them know for sure.
Yeah, I would love to, man.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, because you can't get them anywhere down south. Down here.
Yeah, well, that's a problem that we need to fix then. So I mean, if you want, like I said, if you want to sit down with myself and Joe and we can get on a Zoom call and we can work out the particulars, man. Yeah, we would love to be, down there. So we should have the availability of getting them and not have to worry about missing them.
Yeah, because these guys, they bought the shop maybe 2.5, 3 months ago, and their first thing to do is get their humidor filled.
Right.
It was because we have people, prior owners, we have people walking in and seeing much of nothing and turning around and walking back out again. Just buying one little stick because they walked in and they wanted to buy something.
Right.
But these guys are doing a nice job and getting it all set up. But I'll let you guys go.
Right.
I appreciate it. You're welcome to come on, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow.
Okay. Appreciate you.
Tomorrow
Barry.
night.
Thank you for having us on, man.
I appreciate.
Thanks, Barry. Sorry, I had to jump off real quick.
No, don't worry about it. I always appreciate talking to people from back home.
Absolutely. Likewise.
I have one list. Oh, this is probably that you guys are too old for this one, man. Somebody asked me a question the other day, a trivia question. I was like, "Ooh, I can't answer that one." Apparently, Neil Young was in a band way back in the early '60s out of Canada, called the Minor Birds. And I was like, "Okay, what's significant about that?" Is who one of his bandmates were, and I no clue. Rick James.
No shit.
With Neil Young, Rick James and Neil Young. Go figure.
Wow.
That's two complete opposites, I think. But
all right, guys, I'm jumping off, brothers. Have a great night.
No, you too, guys. I appreciate it, Joe.
Sorry.
Ray, I appreciate it.
Off, guys.
Appreciate you, Barry.
Anytime you guys need anything, just give me a holler, man. I'm available.
Yeah, let's set up that conversation, man. Let's talk to the boys. Get back to me. Shoot me a DM, and let's set something up.
Will do. All right. I appreciate it. Have a great
Appreciate
night.
you, bud. You too, man.
Later.
Thank you.
Well, folks, I appreciate you signing on. I hope you enjoyed the conversation with two of the Six Cigar Clowns. Next time, maybe we'll have just a few more on. But I appreciate everything. You guys stay smoky and be safe.